Hello and welcome to a new series on HoI4. We're gonna play with the random country placement mod as well as some other minor mods. Some of the Road 56 mods that can change the technology tree as well as the national laws, but not the entire thing because it actually bugs out a little bit. So we'll be playing is a nation, and I don't know which one. Because that's really gonna matter, but I think, you know what, I've never really done anything. Oh, this is Bohemia now? You know what? Sounds interesting. Okay, playing as, well, Czechoslovakia or the Kingdom of Bohemia, depends a little bit on what it turns into us, so yeah. Currently, it's gonna shatter the world, and hopefully, it's gonna lead to some fun situations. Now, we should have generic focus trees right now, as well as some other things. Yeah, so why this? Well, I wanted to do something basically a little bit random to hold us over. Wow, we are Czechoslovakia. So to hold us over until the release of Man the Guns, which is releasing the 28th of February. So it's about 2 to 3 weeks from now, which we'll be able to get our hands on that one, and I'm excited. Adds a couple of new features that I'm really looking forward to, and I think it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. First things first, we need to get some research done. Wow, that's painful. Yeah, this is painful. Looking at our initial research, let's get construction. So we got some free civvy factories. Let's do this. I don't want to really focus too much on naval related business yet, so I'm gonna just do this, and the rest of it will be military factories. We don't have the strongest economy, to be honest, so this is gonna be challenging. Oh, that's definitely not what I wanted. There we go, and right, so we have a very shit economy. Let's go for industrial effort first. I think we can stick with this for now. Now we should have decisions to, yeah, just fight claim, so we can get a claim on our more neighboring communities. We don't have anything really. What do we have on production? So basically we've got weapons. That's it. One military factory. We are in a shitty situation. So let's start with some brigades. You know what? No. Let's start with some mountaineers and just add all of them that we can. We do luckily start with a little bit of equipment, apparently. I doubt it, but Lutz has everything it needs, so yeah. Let's get the show on the road and see what the world does for us. So we do get a couple of dockyards. Okay, we got some extra factories. It's not as bad. For a second I was like wait, we're in a hole. So let's get some convoys going and let's get some submarines going. Now we should have, we have a lot of iron. We have quite a good resource position due to owning a couple of provinces. Yeah, I think we're not in a worse position. I should add in another mod later though, I think. So yeah, I've got to do that after this session. That should work. Just gonna subscribe to it real quick in the background. If the workshop is not being a dick. Coring states. I don't think Coring states mod. Does it still work with the latest version? Ooh. Doesn't work. Okay, so let's not do that. So yeah, we hopefully we can take out these guys because they have iron, which is a good resource to gain a lot of early. We still have no civilian factories, so that is definitely something I want to focus on first. Getting that done. That kind of stuff. So yeah. This is gonna be fun. Let's see what the world looks like. We've got Norway here, Venezuela, Thailand, the Kingdom of the Netherlands, South Africa. We are currently Romania. Oh, this looks like a funky decision. The island nation of Crete is Hungary. We've got Italy, Yugoslavia, Chile, Panama, Santo Domingo, Chinese Republic, Turks, Yunnan, Mongolian State, Indonesia, Free Ireland, Russia. Who's this little buddy? Hungary. So Hungary is a little bit weirdly distributed. We've got Poland being tiny, and then we've got the Peruvian independent state owning England, Tibetan Empire. We've got Manchukuo, India. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff, to say the least. Right, well, let's focus on our industry because it's crap, and I want to get that done first. I don't care much about any of these things. If you hear a lot of wind in the background, it is incredibly windy around here. So yeah, you might actually hear some of that. So we're going to start off with these mountaineers, and then we're going to train a little bit, a couple of other divisions. So we got our first submarine, good. So commander, it looks like a proper commander. Some convoy raiding around the area. We'll tell the game to auto assign to the fleet. We're going to stick with submarines for now, I think. A couple of trade ships. Now, do we pull in anything by trade? No. Might be that iron is actually fairly abundant in the world to balance the mod a little bit. Let's see. No, it's... well, it is abundant for sure. However, it's not that everybody has like large swaths of iron. Like so India has... oh no, wait, I'll go a little bit more. The Dutch have some. Venezuela has a lot. These guys have... very tiny actually, only 13. So yeah, it's not universally spread around like everybody has a large clump of iron in their backyard. But can I choose on which who I fabricate a claim? Okay, as it is currently justifying against the liberal nationalist Nicaragua. That's perfect because that's the guys that we want to target. Now, I did build some infantry because I could see it while my ship was present. So, yeah. I can't create any generals right now, which is a little bit annoying. There we go, we've got the army. Got a new commander. I'll promote him. And a new commander. So, you're going to lead these guys. These look like proper... definitely proper. You have, however... yeah, I think... I'm gonna swap you out once I go to tanks, but for now you can get some experience done. There we go. Where are my troops? I actually can't see them. It's because I'm in the wrong map now. Okay. How are we on infrastructure actually? I haven't really taken a look. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. Now you have probably a very small army, 4-5. Yeah, it's, you know, our neighbors are doing a little bit better compared to us. Hopefully we won't get attacked. Now these guys gonna be training more. So 6. That might be a little bit overkill, considering we have no manpower. Now, I hope that we can core enemy states, because otherwise we might run into trouble quite early on, and I need to start making copies. But this is a fairly densely populated area, so. Interesting stuff. Right. So 16 days and then we can go on the offensive. Now I hope these are regular infantry attacks, damn it. But it's only 2 of them and we might be able to get some points out of it. So we have to I guess a little bit lucky, I guess. Okay, so he's training more, but you're already you're exercising. Might not be the smartest thing to do right now. Oh, you have some funky looking soldiers there, Nicaragua. Cool. That's actually fairly awesome. Nothing happened. Can I... okay. Is the mod not working? That would be, a shame. Problem is, if you go to the mod page, 99% of the text is in Russian, which I can't read Russian. I can none of it at all. Literally 0. And not getting any justified claim. Sierra Leone, claim gained by... So did we... Oh, we get claims, but we are a democracy. So it does work. We've got problems because we're a democracy, so we need to switch to a ideology that is actually capable of getting this shit done. Right. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna put one... Okay, that's luckily sped up a lot. That makes things a little bit easier. Alright, so it's gonna be a little bit before we can go on the offensive. That's actually not really a bad thing, I think. Considering our manpower pool will be low. And as we are aiming for some conquest, I think going down the fascist tree is not the worst idea ever. Alright, so... Do we have the most important thing ever here, which is going to be the Prince of Terror? Yes. Without this, it will be impossible. Something adds in these funky new little buttons. And we're gonna... But we're not going to do that now. I'm not going to do any claims yet, because I only need one. A new army. Oh, no. Just add it into here. A new commander. Old guard. It's not ideal, but... It is something. And none of this area is mountainous, is it? It's all jungle warfare. I believe we have the option. So a lot of this African war will become jungle warfare. You know what? I think I'm gonna... I have some research planned. These guys. No, not desert. These guys, jungle specialists. See if we can flip them, swap them out. We're gonna make things a little more interesting. And, for now, we're gonna do this. Strengthen up the border. And yes, we've run out of manpower, so let's just stick with what we have for now. And yeah, not fuck this one up. Let's start with you tend to like yeah, let's go for the Sun and Workhorse to get that more political power and start from there. After that, we'll pick up the fascist demagogue, and then we'll pick up the the fuck is there? Fascist demagogue, and then Prince of Terror. And then we'll have to do some other nationalistic shit, like where the fuck is it? There it is, personality cult. It's gonna help us as well. So I can't do this yet, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not the worst. So let's pick up the fascist demagogue, slowly start switching over to fascism. Yeah, you know what? Let's just pick up extra research. No, I want some army experience actually. Can I need about 15, so let's just go. Let's just take these three. Yeah, we'll take the doctrine effects, not because I want to research doctrine, but because I want to get the army experience, and I don't really want to waste any manpower on training, because that's going to be probably very detrimental. No wars, as far as I can tell, have been broken out. Yes. So, but the Liberian commune is actually fabricating on Denmark. Now, where are you? I don't know where Denmark is. This is really funny, actually. Normally, Denmark is right there. I know where Denmark is. Just don't know where it is in here. Liberian commune. I thought if you clicked on a flag, you usually would teleport over to the country in question. Oh wait, Denmark is here. And this must be liberal nationalist something. Saudi Arabia. And who is... Oh, King Denmark is also over here. So these guys... Oh, this is funny. Same color. So who would win this war? Well, clearly the commune. Denmark is not aligned. So far, I think we've been lucky not being hit by... We need to open up, by the way, for political discourse. This should allow us to go for referenda and that kind of stuff. Right, let's get our jungle specialists. You're mostly suited for... These guys, I think, overall are just better. Just a better version of infantry. However, for now, I think we need to unlock the jungle specialists. Because we're fighting in jungle a lot. So it's just a waste of time not to do that. The entire area here is all going to be jungle warfare. So let's just pick it up, be smart about it. Let's get better weapons. We'll be working with mostly fairly basic infantry until... I think I can get some other crap done, but for now... Let's just focus on basic infantry. And work our way up from there. I think we can open up for political discourse, yes. I'm not gonna discredit government because the stability hit. Oh, that's actually not that bad, to be honest. It's only 1%. And I need 50% more for fascism, so... Doctrine effort. And, yeah. I'm gonna save up most of my political power because I want to switch over to war economy as well as over to a more extensive conscription law very soon. We have a very tiny base power for man power. I think it might be similar to most of them. No, see, this guy clearly has more. But you're running on fascism as well. Still, it's volunteer only. Has a larger. Yeah. Well. Oh, we also be picking up the personality cult. Speed up the alignment towards fascism. Don't think it's a bad idea. So I might actually, after these doctrine efforts, just not spend any political power on doing any focuses, and just let it run out for a while, so we can, you know, speed up the entire process and get everything just running up as quickly as possible. It's going to be an interesting campaign, and I hope it will last a long enough time to be. So the first wars have broken out. Nice. So I will still switch to fascism, but I might not need to. Let's say that at the current rate things are going. So current wars, there are no wars. So Paraguay it's just a lot of wars being justified mostly right now. So I'm actually not the instigator or anything just yet. Haha! For once, it's not Demosa that's ruining the world. Yeah, so these guys do clearly have something that they want. So you guys got a claim. You don't have a claim on this province, so it's probably the reason why you're not stacking up on my border that much. But you clearly have a claim on my northern province of Mauritania. Alright, which is an important province to me, so get away from it. And why is it important? It houses me people, and I need me people. It's an important thing, people. For now, I'll skip out on this one. Superior firepower. Yes. I don't think I'll have time, at least not for now. So I like going mechanized, but I have been doing that quite a lot lately. So let's do a little more infantry work with large amounts of specialist forces. There's my Jaegers are almost done, and my doctrine effort is also almost done because this is fine and dandy. So we're not going to spend any more power right now because I want to save it up for other shit. Let's see, none of this really matters to me. This is probably something we gotta do because I need more people. Jungle specialists. Yeah, but oh crap. Okay, so I could just add in this and just swap them all over. Will they allow me to do it? Yep. And they'll be immediately out of skill and that kind of stuff. Can I add in one more and save? No, it would put it over our special forces design limit. But these guys are now better at the job. I'll train them a little bit. And I want them actually a different color. Green, darker green, your jungle specialists. There you go.
That's okay then.
Your regular infantry, so I'll keep you at that color, it's fine. Right, we're at 37, so let's get our industry up and running. Well, construction seems to be running right now. We can speed that up. Would be great.
What's okay then?
Yeah, I want to get them out of the -10 modifier. That's just really crappy. I don't know how good their forces are, but I highly doubt we could just run them over without any trouble. Look at that. He has a decent army. He still has some manpower left. 2 million here, 3 million here. I think he just might have more base manpower than I do. Yeah, I think so. Right, modified government doesn't need to do that. Right, we're just waiting for the referendum. So when we're at 40%, we're going to discredit the government. And then we'll hold the referendum soon afterwards. And hopefully we'll have enough political power points to actually swap out my volunteer laws. I could already go... Yeah, I probably should. Train a couple more units of infantry. There we go. And we're going to change these lines. Because more guys will be joining in. There we go. Interesting stuff. Alright, so... Fascism is taking a quick rise. Can't go any faster, sadly enough, because not much of I'd like to pick this one up. Good, good. A little bit annoying for the recruitable population, but we're increasing our total manpower pool right now anyway. So are you running on a... Yeah, so... No, I am actually hiring. So that's the first war. Liberian Commune declared war on the Kingdom of Denmark. Liberian Commune, Kingdom of Denmark. Let's see... 14 to 27. Okay, this is going to be an interesting fight. Better war economy. Better civilian economy. Slightly... But more manpower for the Danes. So... But that's because they've swapped themselves towards the Liberian. Okay. And both of them have picked up Prince of Terror as well as a mass assault expert. They both do mass assault actually. Mass assault. Superior firepower. Okay. Makes sense. So what do we have? Oh, we can get all of them. Cool. Cool. Very nice. Don't want to bother with that too much yet. Probably gonna go for the research thing as usual, but I think that's just simply the best solution to the problems that might arise. Shall we pick up some cannons? I think actually, by the way, I'm gonna do mass infantry and do a little bit of a scout car as well. But it's only if we can get enough infantry to really warrant it, because if we are gonna be like a low manpower nation for most of the game, I gonna merge into heavy tanks as soon as possible, and probably even use heavy tanks. The Central American Socialist Republic declared war on the United States. I don't know where the US is right now. That's an interesting question. The US of A. Where are you? Nationalist France, Paraguay, Sweden. Looking for a lightish blue. But not to be found anywhere. Oh wow, this is really splattered around. United States went to war. Ah, interesting. So right here is what. So it mostly seems that this part of the world is the one. Oh, Belgium. Jesus, you got the shit end of the stick, didn't you? It seems like a lot of nations up here have the same leader leading them. Belgium and Liberian Commune. I don't know why that guy's in charge of Belgium, but sure. Okay, let's just train these guys up to the max, I guess. Means I'm wasting it on them anyway. Rat Dragons, Finland. Yep, so the first wars are erupting. The world is aflames. And I'm not the one responsible for once. You know what? Let's pick up the field hospital. If manpower is going to become a problem, picking up a field hospital doesn't seem to be a very bad idea. Get about to 5 because I kind of want to power through some of it real fast, and we don't have any aluminium. Ooh, what Menchuko, I guess. Production is motorized. Oh, you need motorized for that as well? Not bad. So we'll pick up 2 motorized. We'll do it like this. Yeah, that will work. Yeah, we have a lot of guns in reserve, so that should be fine. And train you guys a little bit further back up. Some delay tactics. So we're gonna stick with this, and then I have to see if we can consider states to be court. Then it's not gonna be a problem. I don't think we can core states. I have to take a look at that to see if there's an alternative to the coring states mod or anything along those lines. I probably shouldn't be training these guys since, well, they don't have equipment. And I'd rather have it fast, so yeah. See, you can upgrade from stockpile. So you can actually upgrade the old equipment to the new one. It's a little bit, yeah. It's okay. Increasing output seems like a good idea right now. So slowly but surely we'll get a proper army going. So let's draw battle lines. You guys go here. I'm gonna delete your original orders. Because this really doesn't seem to make much sense anymore. So we're gonna do a little bit of sandwich move. This guy should start from here. Right, so we basically swarm in from both sides to try to sandwich them. Okay, still need that fascism. How are we looking on? We're at, I'm not gonna bother with the 1% drop. We're that fast enough anyway. Paraguay declared war on China. There we go, people hold the referendum. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need to justify claims. I'd like the... no, I just don't need another notification for that. Right, so... War economy it is. Start getting some more conscription going. Justify the war goal, taking the claimed core state. So 60 days we're going to go to war. The flag didn't change much. Good. We can get the collective ethos and get a lot more manpower out of it. Seems still I got the same guy in charge actually. Is it the same face? I don't know. But we seem to be rolling towards success. Is there anything I want to do? Generate war tension limit? No. Ah, this is a pretty good one if we want to go do a lot of warfare. Okay, it seems that things are improving, so we'll train another 4. I want to be a bit careful with doing a lot of training because I want to maintain as much of a manpower pool as possible and not really spend it early on frivolous war things. Cannons, we're gonna work those in the army later. I have some other plans first though. I think I want to get some recon, supply guys, all that kind of stuff. I want to get that first before history was written by the victors. Well, I am excited for war. So we have enough motorized in 30 days. We have enough of you guys in 80 days. So I think I'm just gonna do this. And I have quite a lot of guns in reserve. So we just need to speed up the sport equipment production anyway, because I have other plans. I want more, especially want more on our jungle specialists. I'm gonna focus a lot on that one. As well as probably for research. I've never really done this. I've always gone the top one here. I think for the first time I'm gonna go for the bottom one and just increase the number of specialists that we can have. So I'm going to declare the war, taking the claimed state. Tell both of these guys to attack. Let's see what the result is. So it seems that all armies are just marching into each other at the same time. We don't want industrial land appropriation. It sucks. Nationalism focus. So they're gonna wipe themselves on our provinces. Unless they do that, hopefully we can take some of theirs. But they're not performing as well as I had hoped. Okay, I might seize the attacks actually. No, this one's still going fine. I think I'm gonna seize your attack. And let the jungle guys do their job. They seem to be handling this pretty damn well, to be honest. You wanna go over there? You guys wanna seize this one? I think they didn't attack those. Okay, get this done, please. The final guy going. Oh, that's not good. Right, counter-attack. So they'll be reinforcing this one. Okay, so we've got a crappy start. However, I might be in luck here. Get the army offense guy. Do I have an infantry expert? Definitely. Bam. Gives us a solid bonus towards our attacks. So I want to seize these attacks for a second here, because they're not going to be beneficial for us. We'll deploy these guys. Two of them go here, two of them go here. He just managed to pull a lot of infantry out of his ass. Stop that attack. And, can I produce aircraft? Fighters, which is not going to help me at all. Seize, please. That's my own mistake. There we go. Okay, so it's a little bit less easy as I had hoped it would be. But, like I said, it adds a challenge. Nothing wrong with a challenge. With a lot more equal footing that you would normally get. I need to get these mountaineers. Actually... Yeah, I want to get this radio, but first I want to get some of the other stuff done. It's not the acclimatization here that I'm looking forward to, but I actually want to get this one as soon as I can. If he's not attacking, we'll never get through his mount. And he just raised... Oh, he just went to 5%, so it's going to be a while before we can get through there. RT might be the solution to our problem. So this is a fairly large division. It's basically perfect, except for that it needs to get 2 artillery groups in here. This would get us a 20, right? 22. Right, that's the one that you want eventually. I'll change that later. First things first, get this going. We'll get the artillery ready to be built. But first we're going for nationalism focus. Don't think we need this, so I'm going to get the armament efforts to get some free military factories to get it going. And then hopefully we can work our way up from there. And these guys need to definitely get their shit in order. Hopefully we're not getting at your... Okay, you're... Okay, good, good. You guys are going for each other. Great, because that has been a risk that we actually might have had, that these guys are actually fabricating on each other. But I don't think I have claims on... Yeah, foreign claims by him, so that's fine. Because I'm already at war with the asshole anyway. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, waiting for this to be built. Got some army experience, so I might be able to add in. Gives me minus 240. Let's not do that yet, but it does seem to be a good idea. I don't need less consumer goods factories because I'm barely producing anything anyway. And will I get more manpower? No, because I want to get artillery in there. First support artillery in are these guys. That seems to be the more prudent approach. I just need to declare war in Belgium. Are we looking on... So motorized is there. Gonna get one less motorized in there. Concentrate industry, which is going to increase our output. No template yet, I know, but we're going to add that in later. Efficiency cap up and rolling. Because that will be beneficial for once for our guns, because they well, yeah. But they will not get any external help inwards because we're blockading there. They don't really have a navy, I think. No, they don't. Good. So let's get you up to 20. After that, I want a couple of destroyers going. Get at least some naval semblance of a proper navy going. I'm looking forward to Man the Guns, by the way. That's going to be a really fun expansion. It's just going to change a lot of things. For example, like historically Germany, when they were attacking Russia, it was one of the reasons was with the oil fields in the Ukraine. So they actually had to divert when they were running into trouble and also take that. It was one of the reasons they want to go there, as well as a lot of grain fields, that kind of stuff. But there was a partial reason for the war was because of the resources available from it. And Hitler wanted control of it directly himself. That is going to be an interesting decision that you have to make when you're fighting in Russia, because you will not have the fuel for prolonged warfare. So you might need to decide, like, hey, I want to divert early in here, so I can get the fuel that I need to continue for a push on the later stages. Which is kind of just, I don't know, just makes it for me a lot more interesting to take a look at. Right, support artillery. 86 in stock, because we're not barely producing it, but soon we'll have more. There it is, armored efforts. Should have given us a factory. Yep, there it goes. 3 point something a week. We need to wait for it to tick over and so as a positive. Okay, 146 days. Okay, that's going to be a while. But I think I can even skimp a little bit on support equipment now, because it's going okay-ish. And we need 250 on our jungle specialist, I believe. We can't do that right now, so... Once they have their artillery, things are gonna change. Not much, but it is gonna happen. Armor Genius, we can do that later. Let's get the Army of Fence. Seems like a good one to pick up right now. Don't really need anything for this. I just want to have solid upgrades right now before anything else. So because we're now using extra artillery, I think that's a good one. Climate adjustments, don't need it because we'll be fully acclimatized at all times. That's just the way it is. You've got anything really? No, not really. How's your industry looking? 5-3. It's a lot less than I have. Can't wait till our artillery to be ready. So that's about 30 days, I think. So more factories are coming in. Civilian economy is slowly getting there. It's just pretty shit. Total mobilization, not what I want. Oh, maybe later. I don't know. This is not probably something I need right now. Arming, regrouping, and logistics seems like a good one to pick up. Either that or we could get the superior firepower guy, so we get some army experience gain and we can get quickly through that the initial focus there. Though, like, I still have to see if we can take over states or not. Actually, we're at 37 minutes. We'll get the episode here. I want to thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye bye.